Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Weather Fans Live here on Monday, the 2nd of February 26. I hope you're all well. And well, it's just stuck, isn't it, in the same old rubbish pattern over and over. Just go straight into the comments. It's going to be a bit of a quiet one because I said the weather at the minute has just been repeat, just like the BBC at Christmas. So the first person we had this evening was Laura. Good evening to you. Hope you are well. Good evening to our mod, Paul James. There we go. Hope you are well, my friend. Good evening. Oh, that's never a good sign when my screen flickers like that. Good evening to Anne Smith. Hope you're well. Yeah. Also, we've got the seaweed. We've got Audio Coffee. Good evening to you. Don't worry about the caps, Anne. Don't worry about the caps. Good evening to Trust Zone Dog Training. Hope you are well. And great, boring, static, and grim this weather it is. It's Groundhog Day today, and I watched it live. He saw his shadow. Yeah, Aidan McGibbon was saying that, but on the Met Office today that it was Groundhog Day today. And it feels like it's been Groundhog Day for the past bloody 4 weeks. Good evening, Melissa. Recognise that name? She might be in the next room. No shadows here. No, it's been quite another dull day, really. It's been overcast, drizzly here in the Midlands. I've got some rain around. Actually, let's have a look at the latest radar. Just get on the screen. So there's nothing really too exciting to talk about the weather at the moment. So it's just stuck in this horrible repeat cycle. I'll explain why in a moment, why it is. And it's not a good sign because my tabs are not loading up properly. No, that's not good. Nothing's loading up on my screen. Make sure it's not the website. I'm just trying somewhere else. Can we request more sunshine, please? I think we're expecting a bit more sunshine through Wednesday, but not tomorrow because we've got another band of rain coming up. And hopefully I'm still alive because everything's just slowing down and freezing on me right now. But yeah, that's not good. Seems to be having problems at the moment with everything loading up. Hopefully I'm still alive. Just confirm I'm still on the screen, everybody. I'm still there, yeah. Sorry, nothing is. My tab's decided it doesn't want to load up. Right, let me see if I can bring the screen share up. Everything's really going to go slow right now. It was working fine until I went live. Right. So the latest radar, we've got rain gathering to our south. It's just going to slowly migrate northwards overnight into tomorrow. We've got some patchy, drizzly rain across much of the England and Wales. Some of this has turned a bit wintry over the high ground of the Pennines. Up into Scotland with this consistent east to southeasterly flow, still bringing in a lot of rain and drizzle, and it's turned to snow over the high ground in Scotland. And we're just maintaining those easterly winds. East to southeasterly winds. Let me just bring back up. Let's have a look at the latest fax charts, which I did have on until I removed it. I'll just turn it off there for a second because it's really slowly loading up. You okay there? It's Melissa.
Yes, thank you.
It's Melissa. That was on the live chat. Is about.
It's me.
Yes, she's about 20 centimeters away from my right arm.
Hello, everybody.
And good night.
And good night.
Yeah. So that was It's Melissa in the chat, and she's now. It's gone upstairs. Anyway, back to the weather. So yeah, it's the same pattern that we've been stuck in. We've got high pressure up towards Scandi. We've got low pressure out towards the southwest. And we'll just continue getting these feed of weather fronts coming up from the southwest. Well, at the moment, we're in this east to southeasterly flow. And there's a bit more cold air coming off the continent, hence why some of this precipitation is turned more to snow across Scotland and parts of northern England. Through into tomorrow, we've still got those weather fronts moving up from the south, not really progressing much further. Just give me a second, because all of a sudden, I was upstairs and go on in, you, if you want to go up. What about that? It's the case when my partner goes upstairs and the big cat wants to go upstairs. Speaking of cat, let me just bring her on. There's Stormy. Say hello to your fans, Stormy. Say hello to your fans. There she is. Right, lie down now. Back to the weather. As I was saying, sorry about that. Thought the animals out there. So yeah, during tomorrow we've got these weather fronts slowly moving up from the south, and some of this could turn perhaps wintry as we get into the evening for parts of the Welsh mountains, maybe parts of the Pennines as well. We've still got this east to southeasterly flow across much of the UK through into Tuesday. High pressure still sat up towards the north of the UK. Bit of a convergence line there for the Shetland Islands there through into Tuesday. And good into midnight Wednesday. We've just still got those weather fronts sat across central areas. They should start to weaken as we go through into Wednesday. As much brighter conditions starts to come behind those weather fronts. As we pick up a bit of more of a southeasterly off the main continent. So we should start to see some of that cloud break up. And even though temperatures tomorrow are roughly going to be about 3 to 6 degrees, once that weather front clears through towards Scotland, beyond that, we could see temperatures up to about the dizzy heights of 8, 9, maybe 10 degrees for some areas. And going into Thursday, that weather front clears Scotland. We've got low pressure sat towards the southwest of the UK. Again, we'll try to bring another weather front up from the south. Let's move that through into Friday. We'll still maintain that east to south easterly flow. We've got another weather front sat towards the southwest of the UK. Trying to bring the spell up from the southwest. But as you can see, everything's just slow moving right now. It's in the same boring repeat. What's the name? And I don't know about you guys. Why is this not bringing me up on the screen? There we go. I'm just getting bored with this weather now. Look you. Look at all your fans here. Laura says hi. Paul James says hi to you. Audrey Coffee says hi. Anne Smith says hi. Trust Zone Dog Train says hi to you. Let's have the show, Stormy. I've got the other cat. Yeah, the big cat's got upstairs. Now I've got you, haven't I? Put you back on the screen. There we are. Look, Stormy. Say hello to your fans. Right, let's have a wash then. You okay? Yeah, I was fine until you put me on the screen. All right. So happy for spring to arrive. Anything's better than this constant gloom? Yeah. We've had about 9 weeks of January, but now normally February feels about 2 weeks. Then I'm just ready for spring now. But this cold, it's either you turn up or you don't. Just go, oh, might turn up. Either give us some proper cold weather or just bugger off and just give us some early spring-like weather would be nice now. I'm ready for it. Just be nice to get in the garden and start tidying up ready for the spring, summer. She's so cute. Pain in the bum at times, but then again, she is not even a year old yet. Well, yeah, she's grown a lot recently. I thought I've said that to my partner actually. It seems like she's just really grown up in the last since before Christmas. Really, it's like it's just gone poof. Where do we go from here? Well, let's have a look at the ECS. Well, no, actually, let's have a look at the latest on the Strat. Actually. Things are starting to get a bit quicker now. Don't know why it's gone really slow recently. Last week I mentioned that some of the models were perhaps suggesting a split in the PV, so let's have a look at the latest. Well, let's take myself off there. Everything's slowing down. There we go. So this is the latest from the stratosphere. So I've got warming both sides of the North Pole. We've got warming towards the Pacific side. We've got warming right over us, actually, the Eastern Atlantic. So what does that do over the next couple of weeks? So we'll start to see the warming taking place either side, and it's really putting pressure on this polar vortex, and it's really making it elongated. There's a sign of a split there. It's showing a sign of a split there. With the warming gets more going towards the Pacific side, and it was shown a much of a more dramatic split last week, but now it's not really showing that much of a dramatic split. More the, shall we say, the left side, the American side, just kind of gradually warms up, but the main PV kind of gets shifted over towards Scandi. We do see that warming effect take place. And I wouldn't really class that as a SSW sudden stratospheric warming, if I'm honest with you. For sudden stratospheric warming, we'd need to see more of these oranges, perhaps into the reds, but there's a bit of a significant warming there, but I don't really class that as a proper SSW. A minor split. Nothing dramatic like it was shown last week. So I'd be interested to see how that transpires in the next few weeks or so. I'm just going to find a chart. It was saved on my favorites, but that's disappeared. Just bear me a second. No, it's going to take me a while to find that, so I might even go there. I might even go try to find that. We'll try to find the latest temperatures from the Strat, but I can't find them right now. What's that audio? My neighbours had their gardens done. I just want some snow to hide it all. I'm here, but I've got the sound off. Good evening, Rachel. So, even though you got your sound off, you still know what's playing. If it's gone slow, why is it not playing? I don't know if that played properly or not, but it didn't play on my side properly, so apologies if it's played about twice, 3 times, or in a bit. I don't know why everything's gone slow on my laptop since I've gone live. So good evening to Rachel. Good evening to... Did you see someone else come in? Good evening to James. How are the mods? Cold evening here with a few flurries on and off. Overcast white sky looks heavy. That's more snow for you then up in Scotland. You can truly say you've had a proper winter this year, can't you? That played twice. Do apologise. I've just got technical problems on my side then. It just hasn't played properly at all. Played for about 2 seconds, so... I don't know what's going on. I had my ears hoovered out this morning. Did you change the bag? I think I know what you mean, Rachel. I actually had kind of, it's almost like a suction of the ears, isn't it? Use like a little long thing to get inside the ears. I had that done about 4 or 5 months ago. Just It's amazing what comes out your ear without sounding too disgusting. It's like, bleeding heck, that came out of there. It's been doing well for snow this winter, that's for sure. Being had more snow than I've probably seen in my lifetime. Right. Let's have a look at, see if there's any changes going forward with the weather in the next couple of weeks. We're going to get out of this boring rubbish we've had recently. So let's see level pressure charts from the GFS, and there's that blocking area of high pressure which has been sat there since 1968. It just feels like that right now. There's the low pressure sat towards our southwest, bumped into this high pressure but not moving any further. It's almost getting like deflected back out into the Atlantic instead of going from the traditional west to east. It's not been able to because of that high pressure. So one low pressure goes, another one forms, gets absorbed, and it just stays out into the Atlantic. We're in this east-southeasterly flow. By the time we get to the weekend, we've still got high pressure up towards Scandi, moving up towards ice and Greenland. Then builds again over Scandi again, reforms. Then we get over to start next week. Still low pressure wants to move in. It's still getting blocked. Not too much happening. Again, heights move back over towards Scandi, towards ice and Greenland. We've got low pressure up towards Scandi this time. Could this be the first signs that things could actually start moving across a bit more? Still very slow moving. We've got heights building up towards the north. With this, low pressure sat over the UK. Then finally, that low pressure takes more of an inroads towards Central Europe. That opens the gate open slightly towards a northerly. We've got heights rising from the southwest this time. The Azores high building up, so could that be a sign of something drier towards the middle to end of February? We shall see. Let's have a look at the precipitation with this. So precipitation type, this is the low resolution, not high resolution. So further winteriness for Scotland tomorrow. We've got that rain moving up from the south during tomorrow. Some of this I mentioned could be wintry over towards the Welsh Mountains, through maybe into the Peak District, showing there. It's not going to be widespread, I expect. Many of high ground. That system continues to progress northwards, turn more to snow across Scotland. Again, Pennines, the best spots for the snow. Looking dry for England and Wales through into Wednesday. Then another band of rain comes up from the south during Thursday. They're maintaining that winteriness towards eastern Scotland, with that east-southeasterly flow continuing. Another band goes through on Friday and Saturday. It's just literally rinse and repeat of what we've seen for the past 3 years. then eventually this is showing signs in about 10 days' time things actually do start moving from west to east instead of towards the north and fizzling out or going back to the Atlantic. Wow, could that be overdoing it there? So this GFS showing like a band of snow continuing for about the days upon end for eastern parts. If that was to come off, I think we're on about 20 foot of snow there, if that was to come off. So that's showing signs of some winteriness across the UK, but I don't think that's overdoing it. Let's have a look at the UK snow depth. So this is as of now. Go through into tomorrow, anything over 400 meters. In precipitation that falls towards northern England, over 400 meters. More likely to see a chance of snow shown for the tops of the Pennines there through into Wednesday morning. Got a warmer air coming up from the south, so the snow level will increase during Wednesday, remaining for the Scottish Highlands through into Wednesday. Then the freezing level drops getting to Thursday to about 400 meters towards the Yorkshire side. It's above 600 meters further north. Going through into Friday, the snow level is above 600 meters from Scotland northwards. Elsewhere, it's just a bit too warm for any precipitation of snow to fall. I'll just go as far as Wednesday. Let's go through the whole list because we've shown quite a lot of snow actually for the back end. So there's no significant snow showing at all, really. So today's 10. Then what that was shown was that say streamer or the band of snow affecting Scotland there. So when most unreliable time frame, we're talking about 12 days away. Already it's shown 25 centimeters there, 30. And some significant snow there for northern England there. Has a good go for the south, but we're looking at Fantasyland there. I will stop looking at that from there, really. Get your shovel ready. I think he needs a shovel. I think he needs, well, he needs a digger if that was to come off. But I personally think that run was just extremely going over the top there. But then again, they could be sitting there next week saying, oh, 30, 40 centimetres could be affecting Scotland, but we shall see. Let's have a look at the ECMWF with our weekly anomaly charts. And left anything you can think of I can look into, but slightly end it there. Because as I say, it's just really nothing happening with the weather. It's just repeating itself over and over. Let's bring up our weekly look at the mean sea level pressure charts from the ECMWF. Your own personal snowplow might be necessary. That's so true, audio. Oh, wrong button. All right, let's get myself off screen. These are the ECMWF weekly anomaly charts. We'll look at these virtually every week. So this is from today through to the 9th of February. And like it's probably shown for the past 3 or 4 weeks. We've got low pressure towards the southwest, and we've got higher pressure up towards Scandi through to Greenland in this more of a southeasterly flow. And heading to next week, the 9th of February through to the 16th, this could be the first signs of a change where low pressure is actually getting out further into Central Eastern Europe. High pressure is getting more towards Greenland there. We're expecting more of a sort of easterly flow, but I think this is going to be into transition where at times you could start seeing return of the southwesterlies. The 16th to 23rd of February, low pressure out towards the west. Seeing more of a southwesterly flow with this. And same for the 23rd to the 2nd of March. And there's no clear signal right at the end of February. So I've got the same charts again, but this time we're looking at the precipitation. So for this week, we're looking at drier than average for parts of, well, western side of the UK, Scotland, into northwest England, North Wales. Looking slightly wetter towards the south of England. This is where we keep seeing these bands of rain coming up from the south. The 9th to the 16th of Feb, we're looking wet and average towards the south. Still dry than average towards the northwest of Scotland. The 16th of Feb to the 23rd of Feb, we're looking a lot wetter than average. The 23rd to the 2nd of March, we're looking slightly wetter than average. And going further, we're not too much of a strong signal, but it's not great news if you have the drier weather, especially towards the southwest where it's been exceptionally wet. January here, I think we had about 108 millimeters for the whole of the month. So that's like the second time in about 3 or 4 months we've received over 100 millimeters for the month. So considering how dry it was through 2025, the spring and summer, it's just been exceptionally wet since the start of autumn, really. The 2 meter temperatures were the same charts we've just seen. We're looking slightly warmer than average towards the south. We're looking around about average across the UK, perhaps slightly cooler than average towards North Scotland and East Scotland. The cold air still over Scandi, Eastern Europe. The 8th of February through to the 16th, we're looking slightly cooler than average for much of the UK away from the southwest. The 16th of February towards the 23rd, we're looking slightly warmer than average for much of the UK away from parts of Scotland. And the 23rd to the 2nd of March, we're looking warmer than average. We're looking the same towards the end of that run. That's so true there, Paul. Hard to imagine last summer we were complaining how dry it was. Oh, let's put myself back on the screen. Anyway, it just kind of shows that almost like Mother Nature tries to live itself out. If you really have a wet spell for a while, just then all of a sudden you can have a bloody dry spell. It just seems to, always Mother Nature seems to balance itself out one way or another. But with global warming, we're going to see more and more of these dramatic events where it's going to be really dry one time and really wet the next. I'm kind of seeing that right now. Remember the sort of playing how dry it was, and everyone was living under the fans. Yeah. Wasn't 1976 very wet in the autumn? I can't remember because I wasn't alive. I don't know. I think Gav might be the best person to ask. I'm not saying he's old or anything like that. I think he knows more for knowledge than I do. I Fans with a must-have, yeah. And Paul James is confirming it was very wet in the autumn in 1976. Because, yeah, I think 1976 summer was a very dry one. Definitely. I was 6. I can barely remember it. I wasn't even thought of back in 1976. It's well before my time. Yeah, I just noticed the only time I got sunburned. Yeah, you like me, you don't burn. Well, as I say, I used to reflect, but it more seems more burn there. I was doing a mock A level. It was far too hot. There's nothing worse trying to learn or do something important like that during the heat because you just can't concentrate at all, can you? Oh, blimey, yeah, that makes summer. That's summer 50 years ago this year. Wow, yeah. Also, 1976 was the wettest on records in 1727. Wow, that's a stat. 250 year. So yeah, I think gone through everything I can go through at the minute until the weather starts picking up. Well, we're now 2nd of February. It's about 4 weeks until the start of storm season 26. We've said it we've said it last year. It can't be any worse than what was in 24. And guess what? 25 virtually matched it, didn't it? Surely 26 can't be any worse the last 2 years. Please, not a triple year. We'll barely get anything. But then again, Gordon Liz did get a tornado last year. Well, we only put the sad that on the pictures here so we can show. That bell will still be playing with a toy. The only thing I can remember about 76 was all the ladybirds. Yeah, well, there was a lot of ladybirds last year, wasn't there, in the summer? Could do with a good storm. Yeah, anything to stay indoors. Yeah, you'll be staying indoors, and no doubt Liz will be outdoors chasing for you. We just want to go back to doing the long lives where we've got the team out chasing. It's going to take some beating of, even though it was a quiet year last year, the summer solstice storm where Liz and Gordon were up towards Cumbria when they got that tornado. That was just an incredible live stream. Should be able to still see it on our YouTube channel from back on the 21st of June last year. Yeah, I think it was actually live for 9. Yeah, Liz starts the live stream, and overall, I think it was actually live for 9 hours on that day. I see haggis are moving to lower ground to get away from the snow. Right, I think that ends the stream right there. Thank you all for watching this week. Should back to our normal Sunday slot next week. Just yesterday, I was just far too tired, and I just wouldn't probably made any sense. I think even by the time I got to about 7:30 last night, I was almost getting a headache because I was that tired. So it's just as well I didn't do the live last night. I think I was asleep easily by 9 o'clock. Make sure not the person who typed in snot instead of snow. It's snotting outside. Give me some lemon sip. I don't want to get caught in this. So thank you to everyone that has joined this evening. So it's not been a great live again. It's just because the weather's just not doing anything. But me and the team just looking forward to storm coming and all that, and cape and lifting and all that. But yeah, 4 weeks we'll have the launch refresh for Storm Season 26. There'll be new graphics. I'll do new graphics for the start of Storm Season 26. And yeah, I'm just jumping on there. Thank you all for watching. Good night to our multiple James and James. Thank you to Laura and Audio, Rachel, and a few others that have come in this evening. Do you want to say goodbye to your fans? Come here. It's just on the table beyond the laptop. Yeah. Come here then. I'm going to say goodbye, good night to your fans. Tell you what, let me just turn my background off. You're just going to see a pair of curtains. Turn the visual effects off. There she is. Going to say goodnight, Stormy. Just say goodnight to your fans. She's biting me. Hello. All right, I'll put you down. So, yeah. Good night, Stormy. Your fans are saying good night. So yeah, we're back to live Sunday from 8 p.m. On behalf of myself, the nice holes in my hand, we'll just see you next Sunday. Thank you all so much. Good evening, Steffi. Nice to see you. Only just got in to say hello and goodbye to everyone. Good evening, Steph. Thank you for popping in. Stormy says you may roll this credits. I shall indeed. Thank you so much, guys. And see you next Sunday at 8 p.m. Take care. Stay safe. Wrap up warm. Ta-ra for now.